Hey everybody, how you doing? It is time for another vinyl video. That magical time has come again. In the background we're listening to Rush. This was a live CD that came out years ago called Different Stages Live. It was basically a live recording for the Tesco Echoes tour. So if you bought this, it came in an extra CD of Rush live from 1978. It's what the little picture sleeve looked like. It's Rush at the Hammersmith Odeon in London, February of '78, and that's the CD we're listening to here. Official release, and you don't see the late '70s Rush represented in an official live release, so it's really cool they included that CD into the mix. So anyway, now that we got the background music established, let's start showing you some Rekkids. And this next record, I am just thrilled as can be to have on vinyl. And it comes from the band Sound of Contact. The album is Dimensionaut. Oh my God, am I happy with this. On vinyl at last. I had the CD since what had to be May, I think. And just in love with my CD. I love the CD. But this blows the CD completely out of the water. And I love the cover art. I'll give you a closer look at the very front of the cover here, and just a beautiful graphic. It's a gatefold record as well, and there's the gatefold, really nice. Some fantastic music on it. Like I said, the CD sounds great, but on vinyl, amazing. For me, this would be a perfect argument of why vinyl sounds better than CD, because the mix on it is just amazing. I heard things on the vinyl recording that I'd never heard on the CD that I didn't even know was in the mix. So, great mix. And the album cover art is even better. Let me get this stuff out of the way here. Here's the inner sleeves, and just some great artwork on the inner sleeves. Where this was cool. All this artwork is on the CD, but when you see it nice and big like this, it really looks awesome. And it has custom labels. If I can just get it up. There we go. There's a custom label. So it's really nice packaging. The labels are all the same on all the records. It's a 2-record set, 180 gram vinyl. The labels are the same on all of them, but real nice looking. And the cool thing is that it does come with a CD as well. Big deal, because I've had this, like I said, I've had the CD since May, but it does come with a CD, so always glad to see that. So really cool when it comes with a digital copy of the album as well. And I'll show you the artwork on the other record too. I love the artwork on this album, always have. And to have it, on a 12-inch inner sleeve, really makes it look spectacular. The singer and the drummer and the co-founder of this band is Simon Collins, and that is Phil Collins' son, Simon Collins. He also plays, like I said, just like his dad, he sings and he plays drums. And at first I didn't want to bring him up because, Simon Collins in this band has a sound all his own, and this is a band. It's not Simon Collins' solo record. This is a band, and a great band it is. They are fantastic in here. The keyboard player's name, if I could find his name on here, is Dave Kirshner. Dave Kirshner, who founded the company Sonic Reality. They sell, I guess, it's more of a keyboards company. They design a lot of the different software for the modern keyboards and give you a lot of different sounds and effects. And that company is called Sonic Reality, which is done by Kirshner as well. So, so he and Simon Collins and a few other musicians started this band, and it's a fantastic prog album. It's actually a concept record, but the brilliant music on this, real modern prog music on it. Some great drumming, some great keyboard work, and not one bad song on this entire record. Really glad I have this. Just a hands down spectacular album, and good to see Collins Jr. doing his own thing. Just fantastic. Anyway, let's move on to other records. This is a record store release, a record store day release that I missed back on Black Friday. I was really lucky to find a copy of this from Stone Temple Pilots Core. Really glad to have scored this one. Of course, it has the record store day stamp on it. Really nice album. I remember this album back in the day, back in the 90s. This was a big one, and real happy to have it now. When I went out on Black Friday, I had to go after work, and I missed a lot of the releases, and this was one of them that I missed. And I thought, oh well, it got away from me. I guess I'm not going to take one home. But I guess it was good to be patient, because patience paid off. Ended up walking out with this, and really happy. It is on colored vinyl, yellow vinyl, on the Atlantic label. So really nice looking record. Sounds great. The music on it, of course, we all remember this from the 90s. It was a great album in the 90s. Gotta get in there. Wicked Garden, Creep were like some of the biggest songs, but the whole album just kicks ass. And I'm really happy to have this now on vinyl. Spun it right when I got home, and I didn't realize how many memories I had attached to this album. It came out when I was in my 20s, and oh man, it brought me back so many memories. So many memories of being in bands and learning stuff like this, and trying to be the band that sounds like the next Stone Temple Pilots. It was a good album. I also found another one of the releases, Stone Temple Pilots Purple. Found this on vinyl today, actually. Went out vinyl digging today. Found this one for like 20 bucks, and was really happy to find this one. Very good release as well. The big songs, of course, on here is Interstate Love Song and Vaseline. Those are big songs. And here's the lyric sheet it came with. It came with a lyric sheet and some photos of the band. Really cool stuff. And this one's not on colored vinyl. It is on black vinyl. And it also has the Atlantic record label on it on black vinyl. I know there's a purple vinyl copy of it. It would have been nice to score that, but I'm always happy with black vinyl. It's the music that matters most, and how good it sounds on your turntable. Who cares if it's purple or red or whatever. I'm just happy to have this on vinyl. Always wanted some Stone Temple Pilots, and now before all these reissues and record store day releases, it was pretty hard to find these, so really happy to have it now. And these were the two that were high on, that I just had to have, and there they are. I is a happy boy. And since we got Rush blasting in the background, I scored a really cool Rush release as well. Rush Archives. Finally got it. I've always seen this in record stores, but it's always been a beat up copy. And basically in this album, this is a 3-record set. It's Rush's first 3 albums. The self-titled, Fly By Night, and Caress of Steel. And I have these albums on vinyl already, but it's nice to have it on this set. And like I said, I've seen in record stores, they're always beat up copies, and I always pass. This copy has a little bit of ring wear on it, but the vinyl is really, really clean. And I'll take one of them out. They all look alike. Of course, it comes with these original inserts, advertisements of other releases on the record company, on the Mercury label. And it has the Mercury label here. Nice colored, nice clean vinyl. I almost said colored, but clean vinyl. And as bands would say, Chicago Mercury label. But real clean looking records. And being a Rush fan and a vinyl collector, I try to find as much of Rush's vinyl as I can get my hands on. And was missing this one, so really happy to now have this in the Rush collection. Good stuff, good stuff. Now this is an album I have been looking months for. Months. And it just seemed like I wasn't going to get a copy of it. And hold on folks, we need to take a break there. Anyway, I kind of gave up that I would ever find a vinyl copy of this because it just seems so hard to find. But finally found it. Patience paid off, and I now have a copy of Queen, Innuendo, on vinyl. This is the 180 gram reissue, and I don't care what it is. I have it on vinyl finally, and I don't have all of Queen's albums. There's some bands I'm not a completist on. Queen would be one of them. I do like Queen. I love their music, but you know, I wasn't really looking for all their records, but I definitely was looking for this one because I love a lot of songs on this album. Comes with the original insert, with all the artwork here. Then here's the lyrics and a photo of the band. And it is, like I said, 180 gram. There's the custom label. Hopefully you can see that pretty good. Really love this album. I love the song Innuendo. I remember when they had the tribute to Freddie Mercury in Wembley Stadium. Robert Plant actually played that with the surviving members of Queen, the song Innuendo, and it's one of my favorites off this album. Just a great song. Also, The Show Must Go On is a killer song, and that closes the album. So really happy now that I have it on vinyl, as well as the song Headlong. Really always loved that song. These Are the Days of Our Lives was a big song. Really wasn't a big fan of that song. It wasn't bad, it just wasn't my favorite. I mean, this is just a killer album. And when I saw this in the record store today, I grabbed it immediately. It's one of those things where because I've been looking for it for so long, I didn't even bother to look at the price tag. I just saw it like, my jaw just dropped, my eyes got big, and I just immediately took it and browsed around the store. I mean, it took me a while to even bother to even see what they wanted for it, which was only $12. $12 for a record that has been on my wish list for a long time. And the day finally came, and it was my time, folks, and I found it, and I'm really happy. I only seen a few people on the VC show Innuendo, and I'm thrilled as hell to be one of the people in the VC now to have a copy of this album. Welcome home, welcome home. And another Queen record, Queen Night at the Opera, a record I already have, but it was just the dirtiest, ugliest, beat to hell album in my collection. I always say I'm gonna replace it with a nice copy, and well, today was the day since I found Innuendo, and I found a nice clean copy of Night at the Opera. Very good album. We all know what the gatefold looks like. There's the back of the record, nothing very exciting. It's on the Elektra label, if I remember correctly. Yeah, the butterfly Elektra label. Really, really cool looking. So now I have a good copy of this record. I can get rid of the old, out with the old ugly, in with the, I wouldn't say new, but newer looking. So really glad to have upgraded that copy of that cool album, as well as this one. This one really needed to be upgraded because my copy of this album really sucked. And it's the Beatles, Sgt. Pepper. I'm not a Beatles fanatic, but I gotta give credit where credit is due. This is an amazing album, and I had this on vinyl already, but my copy had a lot of scratches and skips on it, and it's annoying to listen to. So I finally took care of that and got a nice copy. We all know what the gatefold looks like. Everybody has seen it. A lot of people have it. A lot of people get annoyed and bored when someone in the VC talks about Sgt. Pepper or the Beatles, but oh well. And it's on Capitol, this green label with a little purple circle on it. Target. Looked pretty legit, so I got it. Real happy to see that. In fact, someone on Facebook, Vinyl Community on Facebook, posted a picture of this album on their turntable with this very label, so I thought it was a weird coincidence. After I had bought it, I went and got something to eat, got on my phone and saw someone post a picture of it. It was like kind of weird how that happens, how that synchronicity happens, but. And even that person said, here comes another boring picture of Sgt. Pepper's, but it's like, hey, it's a great album. Why say that? So what if everyone else doesn't approve? It's a good album. I'm glad to have a better copy of it. Been looking for this one for a while too, and now scored a very nice copy from Marvin Gaye, I Want You. And I love that painting. This is a beautiful picture. I love that. I love looking at that. I could stare at that for hours. Real nice. And this has been on the wish list for a while too. This is a tough album to find a decent copy of. I've seen it out there a few times, but the copies have never looked this good. This has to be a reissue because on the bottom it says originally released March 16th, 1976. This is obviously some kind of reissue, but hey, I don't care as long as the vinyl looks good. And of course, it came with the original insert with all the advertisement on it. And it is on the Motown label, the legendary Motown label. There we go. Look at that. And a nice, clean-looking album. So really happy to put this in my collection. Can't wait to spin this one. I've heard songs out on YouTube and seen a few folks show it from their collections and their videos. And always looking for it. And finally found a nice copy of it. I mean, this was the day to find. This was a good day to find nice condition copies of classic records. I really got lucky on that today, and this is another one I got lucky on. Really happy that this is in my collection at last. And here we go from the Rolling Stones. Get Your Ya-Ya's Out, a live recording of the Rolling Stones. This was recorded in Madison Square Garden, New York, November 27th and 28th, 1969. So really cool to have that. I've always went on record saying I'm not a big Stones fan, but being in the VC and seeing a lot of Rolling Stones being shown, and I can see the enthusiasm in fans' eyes as they're showing their Stones records. And some of it caught on to me, you know, and I thought I'd see what all the hoopla is about, and started buying a lot of Stones records, the older records. And it's on London Stereophonic, and really clean vinyl, actually. So really happy to throw this one in the collection as well. It had a few songs that I can't wait to hear live versions of, like Jumping Jack Flash and Sympathy for the Devil and Honky Tonk Woman, just to name a few. So this is going to be a fun listen, I can tell already, and found a decent copy of it. And can't wait to spin this one. This is going to be fun. Alright, so there's that one. And the last are just two 12-inch singles. Now, the first one is from the band U2. It is for the song One, and it has that famous buffalo picture on it. I wish I could have found Octoon Baby on vinyl. Still looking for that one. Hopefully one day I'll run into it, or I'll just break down and look for it online after I give up. But I always loved the song One. Ever since it was a new song, I thought that was a great song from U2. And here's a custom label as well, so a little nice looking custom label. On the B side, we have Lady with the Spinning Head and Satellite of Love, those old Lou Reed songs. So really cool to add that to the U2 collection. Like I said, I want to find Pop and Octoon Baby on vinyl. I've seen some people show before, and that's going to be my next little obsession. See if I can find those albums, but real happy to put this one in the collection with all of my U2 singles. Really nice. And this one, why not? It was only $1, and I love the song and love the packaging from the band ABC, Poison Arrow. Always loved that song, always loved the video. And what the hell, I love the album it's from, Lexicon of Love. So I thought I'd put it in the singles collection. And it's on the Mercury label. I like that label. And even though it's not very flashy looking, I like that label. Really nice. And on the B side, we have theme from Man Trap and the song Man Trap, the lounge sequence. So very awesome, very awesome. And yeah, that's going to do it for the vinyl. I got one more thing to show you real quick. I bought a in-concert video for like $4. and it was brand new, still in the shrink wrap, so I thought, why not? I'm a big fan, so I might as well go for it. Earth, Wind & Fire in concert from 1981. This show was from the Oakland Coliseum in Oakland, California. Now, I remember back in '82, this was an hour music special on HBO, home box office, back in the early '80s. And everybody in my neighborhood went crazy over it. We all saw it, and we all thought it was like one of the best concerts to see on TV that we'd ever seen. So this really takes me back to old school memories when I was like 11, 12 years old when this came on HBO, and so it's nice to have. And I always try to find it on, I mean, there's lots of clips from this show on YouTube. I kept trying to download it and really couldn't find a decent downloadable version, so went out and paid $4 and here it is. Brand new and still in the shrink, so lucky me. Well, that's going to do it, folks. That's my vinyl video for today. I'd like to wish everybody in the VC Merry Christmas, and I hope everybody's with family and loved ones, and just enjoy yourself and be grateful for what you have. I know Christmas can be a depressing time for a lot of folks. I used to be one of those folks. I think I just got over it. Whatever it is was giving me the blues, I just got over it. And lately I've been enjoying, the last 5 Christmases or so, I've been enjoying them. But I used to be one of those people who used to get really, really depressed at Christmas time. I don't know why. I always had my family around me. I had no reason to be upset or sad about anything. And I wouldn't say I'm a big Christmas nut or anything, but I like Christmas. And I hope everybody enjoys their Christmas season as well. All right, that's going to do it, folks. I want to say, even though I still hate Google+, I hate it with a passion. Can't stand that shit. I've been having a lot of fun on the VC lately. Unfortunately, I had to take my last video down, which was like a little look back at the US Festival from '83. I had to take it down because of some songs I used in it. I had the copyright Nazis after me, and I had to pull it. So, but lately I've been having a lot of fun in the VC. It's fun posting videos again. It's fun talking to people and commenting to people again. I've really enjoyed that part of my internet life, and I want to keep it going as long as I possibly can. I've been enjoying all your guys' videos and all your comments. I look forward to any comment I get, and I'll answer all of them. I just love the interaction between all the people here in the VC. It's fantastic. Anyway, that's going to do it for me, and I'll see you guys in the next video.